Hi, it's T with Teaquilts, and it is 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. It is November 3rd, 2021, and we're here with live chat. So we're going to pull you up on my cell phone so I can read the chat comments and also give folks a few minutes to come in. And we don't have mics again. All right, I'm getting the mic for you guys now. Sorry, I keep doing that. Something. Okay, we should have sound now. For some reason, I guess I knocked it off when I put my shirt over the top. So sorry about that. Thank you, Betsy. I can depend on Betsy and Kevin when he's in here to let me know. So yes, so it's working. Thank you, Lynette. Okay, just making sure. I guess when I put my shirt down, it turned the switch off. So sorry about that. Let me just do intro again real quick. It's Wednesday, November 3rd, 2021. It's the 7 p.m. 1 hour chat. No sewing. So if you got any questions, this is a great time to ask questions in this particular chat for newbies. And even if you missed the live viewing, you can also add it into the comment section at any time on any video, really. So let's go back up here and see who's here. Stephanie was in here when I first posted at 6:37. Goodness gracious. Hey, T and everyone, happy Wednesday. She's talking about somebody had their eyes dilated. Girl, yes. You know, I'm one of those people that I get my appointments in the morning because I don't like being out in rush hour traffic since I've retired. I'm like, if I don't have to, why? Well, the only appointment they had was the only appointments they had were all afternoon appointments starting at 2:30, 3 o'clock. Well, I had a 3 o'clock appointment today. And I didn't think it would be bad, except that I have been having a little bit of issues with my eyes. And so they decided to dilate my eyes. And not that they didn't dilate them once. I mean, they dilated them with 1 drop each of pain medicine and then a dilation fluid, 1 drop each both eyes. Then the doctor comes back and go, oh, brown eyes take a while to dilate, so we're going to give you some more. You know, that man like put like 3 doses in my eyes, okay? And then he had the nerve to come back and said, okay, they're almost there. And he said, I'll wait another 10 minutes and see if they'll dilate on their own, or if we have to add more. I'm like, I'm not going to be able to drive home. So, I mean, I couldn't see squat. And I got so much to do. I got a lecture tomorrow in Columbia, Missouri. And I haven't even pulled those quilts out because when I came back home, it was like, I can't be moving my head up and down right now. I can barely see. They put so much stuff in my eyes. So my eyes are a mess right now. They say, ooh, I see fabric. No new fabric, but I am going to talk about the stacks that are here, but there's no new fabric. Thank goodness. Ellen Campbell says, hello, Teaquilts and all. How was your day today? Praying all was good. It was. Well, I guess it wasn't if I didn't sleep good. And then I got up anyway and started working. So, and then I wasn't going to do it because I got other things to do, but my new cell phone arrived yesterday, and I said all yesterday I wasn't going to do it. And then since I couldn't sleep in the middle of the night, I just started reprogramming the phone. And I hate new phones because you got to update all your apps, especially the ones that have passwords. So I've basically been doing that all day and dealing with the eye doctor, ophthalmologist. Mary says, everything okay there, T? Laughing out loud. Maxie Doodle says, hi, everyone. Oh, no, Miss T, are you okay? I still cannot see. And my left eye was the one that was my problem eye. I mean, and he put that eye to the test. And he even told me when he got through mucking with this eye that I was going to not be able to see out of this eye for probably a couple days at regular strength. So, yeah, he had all kinds of stuff he was putting in the eye and then talking about don't blink. It's like, you got this big rock in my eye. How can I not blink? Maddie Barnum says, good evening, T and everyone. Damali says, good evening, Miss T and Quilters. I hope all is well with you. So glad I didn't miss our Wednesday live. Yes, she was in another group talking about it. Joyce Baker says, hi, everyone. Deborah Quilts is here, says, hi, T and all fellow quilters. I meant to call you once I got home from the doctor, but I couldn't see, and then I guess it messed with my head. It was 4:30 when like 4:40 or something like that when I got back home. And I said, Deborah might be at her up the street, so I was trying to wait, but then I forgot. Girl, it's rough over here being me. Cynthia Field says, hi, everyone. What happened to T.I.? I hope nothing serious. Me too. He do want to do follow-up on it and saying if it gets worse to come back in. So, but yeah. Basically, I got floaters in my eye is what's going on. So that's the difficulties that I were having that I reported to him. And then when he went to investigate, I don't have floaters. But my eye is so weak over here. With these glasses, my eyes is weak. When I take this off, it's ridiculous how blurred stuff is. And I tell y'all, I can see up close. I can see this right here. If I pull it back, I can't see. That's how bad he messed up that left eye. I can see up close, but not today. Ella is saying, Ella Odom, good evening, Miss T and Quilters. Hold on. Lynette Williams says, hey, everyone. Deborah Sims Brown says, hi, T and everyone from Cold, Maryland. Barbara Polk says, hey there, everyone. And then people were letting me know they couldn't hear, so I appreciate that. Darlene Crosby says, hello, T and my quilting friends. I'm here, sorta. I'll be listening, not much commenting. I had surgery today. It's still wonky from anesthesia. And it didn't go as expected, so another one soon. So sorry about that, Darlene, that it didn't go well for you and you got to go back. Remo JS is here saying good evening. Hello to you. Vicky Lemire says hello. June Hansen says hi, T and everyone. Carla Ford, good evening, T and everybody from Las Vegas, Nevada. Hey, now, girl, go. Lynette says, rest and get well to Darlene, yes. Barbara Polk, yes, yes. Teresa McCormick, good evening to you, Miss T and all. Happy to be with you, yes. So people were saying, yes, they can hear me when I was asking that. Cynthia Shea says, good evening to all from cold Chicago. Mary says, Oh, she's talking to Darlene. Maxie Doodle. Ooh, I see fabric. Virgie says, hello, T and everyone. Happy Wednesday. Yes. Happy Wednesday. Phyllis G says, hi, T and everyone. Lynette Williams. Go, oh, no. Probably when I was talking about my eye. And Ellen had an eye appointment today as well, but I missed it. Forgot it. Craft with Love says, greetings, T and all. We did find out where the snake went, and the animal control didn't find it either. We didn't find out, and so it might still be in the house, and my husband will still not stay at home. Honey, I think I would be right with your husband. If I got somewhere else to go until that snake is found, I'd be right there. I can't stand snakes. Virgie says, I see you, T. Evening, Miss T, and all T quilters. That's from Kevin. Hey, Kevin. And Sue is here saying, hello, sweet T and fellow teammates. Hope all is well with everyone. Hey, Sue. Angela Stringer. Message was retracted. Colette Stark says, good evening, everyone. Getting a chance to catch the live broadcast. I enjoy the conversations. Well, welcome to the live chat, Colette. Appreciate you popping in here. Angela saying, hey, T and T folk. Cool gal. Hi, T and everyone from chilly weather in Maryland. Lots of frost this morning. And Damalia saying, hello to everyone. First question, where do I post my completed blocks? Have my November done without the star for October or November. The blocks, it depends on what device you're on. On some devices, if you're on your desktop, you've got to go to media, and then you've got to tell it that you want the photos, and then there's an albums. And then if you're on your cell phone, I think you just go to photos and then albums, or it just might say albums, but it's up at the top where you can swipe left or right, where you can get files, you can post, you can look at the feature stuff. It's little things that you can swipe and move. So you've got to swipe to see where the albums and photos and media are located. Betsy says, I'm a brown-eyed girl too. I understand your dilated eye journey. Yes, I hate every time they have to dilate my eyes. And it seems like I went last year in July, and I had to go back because he was seeing floaters that I didn't see last year. So he had me come back in September. And they dilated my eyes and gave me the glaucoma test and all this because he didn't know what it was initially. So when I come back telling him what I got, he really went to town this time. I'm like, oh my God. He put that eye, my left eye really was the one that I was complaining about. That's the worst one, and it is the worst one. The right eye got some small spots in it, but the left eye is bad at times. And it's not like that all the time because the floaters move. So that's the problem too. But Janice Miller says, hello, everyone. I tell my family not to dilate my eyes. Not a good idea. Not to donate my eyes. And that's what I was telling the ophthalmologist. I said, I got the worst eyes in my whole family. And I don't understand why. I got family members that don't even wear glasses. And then here I am with astigmatism and having all kinds of issues with seeing and stuff. And nobody else in my family has chronic eye issues like I do. Most of them are lucky if they just have only a pair of readers, stuff that's not even a prescription. So I'm the only one that I'm aware of that's buying prescription glasses. So, ridiculous. June says she had a good report from her lung doctor, so was very happy. That is awesome. A great thing to get. Melissa LePay says, late coming into the chat, but I made it to my favorite show. Well, thank you, Melissa. Cynthia says, I know how you feel. I lost sight in the left eye, so I'm trying to get back to my quilting and knitting. Yes, and it feels, like when you have floaters, I don't know if anybody has ever had floaters, but when you have floaters, it feel like somebody is like always trying to sneak up on the side of you because you feel like you see shadows and stuff. So, and it's moving because it's a floater, so it feels like it's something moving on the side of you or something if it's on the side of your eye, because they do move. Sometimes it would be straight in my peripheral, straight. It was always in your peripheral vision, but sometimes it would be just head on into my vision. So, but he says that what happens is the floaters break off and that they'll eventually it'll get better. He says like in a couple of months, which it's been a couple of months since it started. And he said it'll get better. And then he says probably take a couple years for them to disappear, or for me not to see them anyway. Not disappear, for me not to see them. But yeah. Carissa Renninger says hi. Hi, Carissa. Vivian Cabby says hi, T and everyone. Tucker is here with Tucker Sewing and Quilting. Hey, T, do you still have any more spaces for your bus trip in 2022? I have 6 or 7 spaces because I've had a few people. I had a couple of people. I had 6. One person, 6. 2 people canceled. I had 7. 2 people canceled, but I got 1 person. So I got 6 spaces, I think, Tucker. So if you want some spaces, just let me know. I know it was another girl, Tina Argon or something like that. She was saying that she might see if she can get some quilters for her area to come down. But right now, she's the only quilter on the list, too. So I'm not sure how that's going to work. But, the spots got to be paid. So if they miss the October 30th date, then I'm going to start. That's the recommended date. I recommend you at least get the 25 in to hold your spot. Because at that point, I'm going to go start putting it into our local quilt guilds groups. I only put it in my quilt guild group. So I am planning to put it into a larger group on December 1st for other people. I just didn't do that yet because I basically had the bus filled. And sometimes I don't know if the buses have changed now, but I used to hate the last row in the bus for some strange reason. I don't know if that's still something to be concerned about, but I hated the last row in the bus. So I really didn't care if I filled 4 seats, but that's just me. Rhonda Barlow says, hello, T and everyone. Let's see. And Sue talking about, so okay, I will ask, what's in the big box? Comments. As long as I'm reading comments, we won't get to the big box. Benita Nance is here saying, hey, Miss T and everyone. I probably missed some people, I feel like. Claudette Bettis says, hello, T and everyone. Joyce Baker says, I have floaters. They are crazy. Yes. And it was driving me nuts because I felt like somebody was trying to sneak up on the side of me, and I don't play that. And it's like, that it's not a person, but it keeps happening, and you keep looking like you keep jumping like, what's going on here? And Bessie says that I have had floaters for about 3 years now. I hate them. Yeah, I wish they would go away. Oh, wow. Lynette says, what are floaters? You don't want to know, girl. If you don't have them, you are lucky. Basically, it looks like clouds, but they're black. It's like a rainy day cloud or shapes. And it's not, most of the time for me, it's not a straight line because mine's is like it's filling a space, but it feels like it could be a cloud. It's not completely so dark that I can't see through it. It's just that they are blockers to your vision, and they're called floaters because they move around in your eye. It's not like they stay in one spot and make, you know, how that one spot that's bad. They move around freely in your eye. So that's the problem. Nisima says, hey, T and everybody. Okay, thanks, T. I will email you and let you know what I'm thinking. Okay, that'll be awesome. Let's see. Amelia Rubio says, hey, Miss T and everyone. Hey, Amelia. So T, since there is a chance that I don't get in the retreat, can I go on the bus trip? Yeah, you can go on the bus trip. You just have to, you probably have to find a place to stay for, you know, for the night. And there is a hotel. There is a hotel, but it's, I think it's a Radisson or a Sheraton. I can't even remember what that hotel is on the corner there. But it might be more expensive because it's in the Clayton area. Clayton is one of our higher cost of living cities. It's more of an upper class area. And so I have to see, you have to find a place to stay. Because this is a turnaround trip. We won't have any place to stay in a hotel. So yes, that's possible. And let me see. Do I have a list in here? Yeah, I happen to bring that in here. Let me see if I had put you on the list, knowing that you were on the wait list. Let me see if I already have you as counted. Yeah, I do already have you counted just in case you didn't get into retreat. Just in case. But I had put on there that if you didn't go to retreat, you may not do the bus trip. But I do have you there. And I'm not sure what area you live in. Off the top of my head. I can't think right now. Sharon, let's see. I must have skipped when I turned my head. That was Tia wants to go on that trip to Missouri. Joyce Baker. Mine started about 5 years ago. They are going away, or I'm getting used to them. And he was concerned. There's issues with floaters that they could damage your retina. And so that's why he was doing all the extensive tests today. I didn't have any of those type of issues. And he's saying that basically it should get better over time. So I don't know if all of my floaters have detached and now they're on the healing stage. That's what I hope anyway. So yeah. And then Virgie says floaters are in the fluid of the eyeball. Google it. Yes, I do know that. He did explain all that to me, gave me the official names and everything. And I'm like, what are you going to do about it to get rid of them today? And it was nothing. Other than make me more blind, okay? Leah Bryan says, hello, T and T Quilters. Basically, your eye has fluid that's like jello. And then as you get older in your 40s and 50s, it starts watering down. And that's what the floaters are. It's the fluid releasing from the retina. So that's what it is. Gloria Henry says, hey, Miss T. The Molly J said, oops, my phone started spinning after I asked the questions. Can't hear you. You are frozen. I may have to catch the replay. You may have to just, what I do is I just cut my phone off, restart it. I think it just has too much stuff, especially if you didn't reboot. Are you developing cataracts? It says, I had floaters before my cataract surgeries. He didn't see anything about cataracts in there. Now, my mom has had cataract surgery in both of her eyes. She was in her 70s when it happened. So it's still kind of young, normal conditions for cataract. So they do go by family history as well. So my mom has had that. But my mom can see 20/20 now. She was farsighted and I'm nearsighted. So yeah. So let me skip some of this. Oh, I hope I never get floaters. I'm too jumpy for that. See, that's what I'm saying. When they first started happening, you know how sometimes your eyelash will flip down and you see it in your eye. That's what I thought it was. And I'm up here trying to flip my eyelashes up. and when I realized it wasn't my eyelashes, then I went into jumpy mode. I was like, ooh. I had floaters, then had cataracts removed, and they're gone. Yeah. And I've had floaters all my life with my migraines. And that's the other thing. He did ask me if I had migraines. And I said no before I even thought about it. I do remember a time or two that I've had like a really bad headache. And I think I even mentioned that to Deborah and my husband one time. And it's been within the last 2 months. But it was just one day. And so I didn't even think anything else about it. I was saying no, because it's not like I have headaches every day or anything like that. But, you know, he told me if it's get worse to come back in there. So thank you, Seabrack said, don't forget to thumbs up. Yeah, so let's do something on here. It's 7:26. It's a hot mess. I got boxes. I got a box here. I got fabric over here. I got birthday shout outs. Let's just do the YouTube birthday shout outs. Get that out the way, because I need to write those down anyway. So let's see. It's November. I'm on the back side. November 4th is Tiffany Groff. She has a birthday tomorrow. So happy birthday, Tiffany. Just put a name on this. Mary Frenzen. Hey, Mary, happy birthday. Her birthday is 2 days from now on the 5th, which is Friday. I think I can just write the first name. Nisima's birthday is October the 8th. Have her as well. Happy birthday to you. And on the 15th, no, that's October, sorry. On Jan Lipker. I haven't seen her in here. I see her on Facebook. Her birthday is November 19th. And Nancy Gus' birthday is November 21st. So happy birthday to Nancy and Jan. That's Nancy. And let's see, Helena Johnson. Birthday is November 25th. Happy birthday, Helena. And the last one is Pam Tabor. And I'm not even going to put Pam in because Pam doesn't want more stuff. But her birthday is November 30th. So happy birthday, Pam. I don't know your conditions, how you're doing, if you're even going to even see this video. But just know that you are constantly in my mind. I think about you and I just am really just sad that you have what you have, in all honesty. So just prayers for you, knowing that there is no cure for you. So sorry that you're experiencing that. So I was looking at a video yesterday and I was reading the comments, and it was a three years ago video, and I was reading that she was in the live chat. So think about her all the time. So she keeps popping up. Thanks, Phyllis. She's also reminding people to hit the thumbs up. Angela saying, all I know is if you think your vision is diminished, you should be taking action. My vision is bad. He told me it was going to be bad because of all the tests that he put this left eye through. He told me that before I walked out of there, that it was going to take about 3 or 4 days for it to build back up. He put a lot of eye drops in because he ran a lot of tests, and he wanted to make sure that my eye was numb so that he could do all those tests that he was doing. So that's why I'm having difficulty today. I'm with an ophthalmologist. I'm not with an optometrist. I'm with an actual medical doctor. That's who I go get my eyes examined by. I just think since my eyes are a tough prescription, I just don't let anybody put a pair of glasses on me. So Alberto Mitchell, hey, she says, hello, great to be here. Welcome to the live chat. I put November, I said Nisima November 8th. Did I say something else? I got 8th on the sheet. I don't know what I said, so sorry about that. Um, um, okay. So I've got everybody in the drawing. I don't know what I'm giving out because I didn't bring that in here, but it'll be a yard of fabric or something. So I'm just mixing these up. I don't have that many. And we'll pick a winner for the birthday draw. I get so distracted reading these comments. And the winner is Nisima. So Nisima, send me your mailing address via email to teaquilts@teaquilts.com. And then also pink, purple, blue, yellow, maybe a green. Let me know which one of those are your favorite colors. And then when I go to my boats, I'll just pull you a yard off of one of my Patrick Lowe's boats, since I didn't pull anything in particular. I know I got some of that. So let me know in the email what's your favorite or what color you prefer, not necessarily your favorite color. And we've already talked about this bus trip. I do have 7 spots available. It's written right here. So the deadline for payments of a $25 deposit, just so I know that your spot's being held, is $25. I've already paid the bus deposit because you only have a certain number of days before your contract will void out. So I've already paid the deposit for the bus. So I just need to make sure that I've got bodies sitting in a seat on this bus. So that's why I'm asking for $25 now, and then the remaining $50 will be due March 31st, 2022. Or you can pay it all at one time. If you decide to cancel before March 31st, 2022, you will get back $50 because it's a $25 non-refundable fee. Also, there's a flyer in the Teaquilts Facebook group that you can use for sign up. It has the registration form attached. And yeah, because we need to have that too with your registration. Just trying to make sure I'm not missing anything on that bus trip. But I think that's it. The bus trip isn't until June 15, 2022, but June is a month of all kinds of things happening, weddings, parties, and so I wanted to make sure that our bus was ordered, deposit paid, so we would make sure our bus would show up. And the same fleet that I'm using just this past weekend, they showed a picture of their lot. The whole lot was empty. All of their buses had been rented out in November, okay? So I know I wanted to make sure that for June that we had a bus that was going to pick us up. So I've already taken care of everything with that bus trip to Missouri. And that bus trip is going to Missouri Star, for those that don't know. Retreat, the deadline hasn't happened for retreat yet. I think I have like 12 people that have paid their deposits out of the 26. A lot of people are asking for single rooms, and I was able to get 4 more rooms that are attached to singles, like there are Jack and Jill's. So you can have your own bedroom for 4 more people. And then you'll share a bathroom. So I have to see how many people are interested in doing that, and I may have to send out some emails for that kind of stuff. Or what I'll end up doing is just the people going in order, the people who ask first, they'll get their singles first, and then the people who are last until they run out, then you may have to share a bathroom, but you will have your own bedroom. So I think that's a good thing too. So that'll work. They just got more rooms they gotta clean. What else? Trying to see. Making sure I covered everything in here. Yeah, I think that's it for retreat and bus trip. That's it for birthday shout outs. So happy birthday to everybody. Just in case I miss saying somebody's name in particular. I'm having difficulty seeing, so I'm trying to concentrate and read papers. Can't see a thing. Hi, Diane57 saying, sorry I'm late. Glad you made it. Thank you, Stephanie. She's reminding people to hit the thumbs up. And Vicky saying she's just wondering how much is the retreat. All that information has been posted in the Facebook group. And Sue saying she's looking forward to the retreat and bus trip so I can match names and faces. Yes. Yeah. Okay. So I'm not going to answer any more stuff about the eye stuff or make any more comments because, like I said, I have a doctor that I've been trusting for years and my eyesight has been fine. So I'm not going to read any more of those. I know what's wrong with my eyes. Oh, let's open this up and just get this out the way. This is something that I just ordered from Amazon, as you all can see. But I haven't even opened it yet. This is the wrong one. These are my Kai scissors. Those are not paper scissors. I use my Fiskars on paper and fabric. You know, sometimes you have paper scissors and you need that in-between scissors where it's not a paper scissor and it's not a fabric scissors. So I just use some of the cheaper lines of the Fiskars. And I do fabric cutting and paper cutting, and I don't care if they go dull or not. But I'm going to tell you, I got 2 pair of these Fiskars. I have one here and one in my back area where I press my fabrics. And I have not sharpened either one of those pair of scissors. So they are doing good to be cutting paper and cutting fabric. So yeah. I bought an experiment. Y'all know I love to see if stuff is any good or not. Look what I bought me. And I got this gold color because it was cheaper than buying a black one. I'm not really a gaudy person that has to have like gold or silver accent details on my stuff. But when you tell me that it's going to be cheaper, then I'm okay with that. I don't really care what an iron looks like as long as it works. Now, this is my first time opening it. I don't know. Maybe it's because of how it's packaged. I feel like the box is kind of loose, but we'll see. We'll open this up and see if it's new, returned, or what. Because, you know, if it's returned iron, I'll be returning it too. But it looks pretty good in the box so far. We'll see. So this whole thing comes out. It's got a book in here too. And it says that it's, get to the front where it's English. 8-foot retractable cord. I like that. And then powerful steam, precise temperature control. And it does cut off. It's a titanium infused ceramic sole plate over 400 steam holes for superior performance. And let me see what the watts is. It's got a 2-year warranty on the iron. Large opening for easy feel. I don't see where the watts is on the bottom. It's 1700 watts. So this iron looked like it's trying to compete with the Rowenta iron. And so that's why I thought I would get it. But it looks really pretty. And you all should know that Chai is a company that does hair irons. Flat irons is how I found out about them. So I didn't even know. I think this is something that they're getting into, is making irons for clothing. But if they've been making curling irons for a long time, hopefully they can make a good iron. So I'm going to be testing this out for you. And so this is where the cord is completely retractable here. So that's pretty cool. I like that because when you're traveling, you taking your iron to retreat, your cord completely disappears. You don't have to wrap it around something. So that's pretty cool. Isn't that pretty though? Now that I really got it, I actually like the gold. So we'll be testing that out at some point. Now let me sit this down flat so I'm not going to scratch up this sole plate. So that was what was in the big box. Get that out the way. This is the book. I'll be looking at that later. So let me see what you all think about this. Hold on. Diane says talking about the Fiskars are underrated because they are inexpensive. Yes, those Fiskar scissors have been they've been in this room for so long, I can't even tell you. It's got to be at least over 10 years that they've been in, that I bought them for the purpose of having some paper scissors, because I got tired of using the $2 Walmart scissors. And then I would cut paper, and then when I go to cut a piece of fabric just to snip off a dog ear or something, you know, it wouldn't cut. So that's why I went to Fiskars. So if I had something that I needed to trim, I had some scissors I wouldn't mind using for paper and or fabric. So yeah, you are correct about that. People liking the iron. I know. I love getting packages in the mail. That's Virgie. And my husband just thinks I'm just crazy. I go, I'm always searching for a good iron. So we're going to see if it's any better than the Rowenta irons. And Bonita says, I have that iron. I haven't used it yet. Been over a year or so. It's one of my extras. And that's what I kind of do too. I've kind of got like 2 irons that are not even, haven't been opened. One is a low-level Rowenta iron, and one is a Panasonic iron, a second one, because when I bought the first one, I thought, oh, this would be great. And then I like the fact that when I'm, like if I'm here, I can use that Panasonic with no cord, since I'm in a small space. So yeah, I do like, I bought a second one when I got them on sale. So yeah, I do that as well, Bonita. Awesome iron tea. It's just pretty right now. I don't know what it is, but it's pretty. How does it feel? That's Sandra Agger. It's got some weight, but it's not heavy. And I don't, let me get back to the box and see if on the bottom they tell you how many pounds. It is a nice solid iron. So it's not like a lightweight iron, but it's not, I think Rowentas are heavier. I'm all in my sewing machine thread, so we know that just came apart, right? Right here, it doesn't say on the box what the weight of this iron is. It's got all kinds of stuff under the bottom, but no weight. So I don't know. I'll use it for a little bit, talk about it I'll let you all know if it's any good, right? I'll spend my coins so you don't have to. Laughing at Cynthia. What is it? What is it? Oh. And Deborah says, let me know how it is and how much. Yes. Kevin says, I only use the flat irons on my hair. Yeah, right. Or Kai. I don't know if it's Kai or I think it's Kai. I don't know how they pronounce that. Because I don't even buy flat irons. I don't put heat in my hair. But I know about the curling irons, and I just say, oh, that's really cool. And Lynette's laughing at Kevin. And Deborah says she likes that iron just by the Oliso. I have my Oliso. I think my Oliso is going out. You know, I told you all I can only use an iron for about a good year. I go through irons. Rhonda says, that's a lot of steam holes. The color is nice. Bling, bling. Yeah, I wasn't trying, but that's what it is. Vicky says, I got my iron at drugstore for $32 and works great. Thank you, Vicky. I buy cheap irons too, but when I'm trying to iron out heavy wrinkles, the cheaper irons for me just don't do it. I'm just being honest. I feel like I'm ironing longer, so I do like an iron with just a little bit of weight. So what fabric do I have here? I have been, because I couldn't do nothing in the middle of the night and I didn't want to wake my husband up trying to move quilts and stuff that I need to get packed, which I'll be doing tonight and tomorrow morning before I leave. I decided to pull fabrics for my 4-star general quilt. So I wanted to show, because I've talked about this in the group, like when I'm picking fabrics and I'm making 4 of the same blocks, I make my stack. So I'd have a stack for each one of my lights. So this is 1, 2, and they're not in any particular order, 3, and then 4. And then I lay these all out flat. And then when I lay these out flat, I'll say, okay, I want my accents. I want 2 stars that are going to be red and 2 stars that are going to be black. So then I pull out 2 blacks fabrics. So I got 2 blacks over here and then 2 reds over here. And these fabrics, I just love these red and black fabrics. So those are going to be my star pieces. The main part of my block is going to be in those pieces. So I got my stack for my backgrounds and the stack for my stars. And when I go to cut, I'll cut all 4 of these pieces at one time instead of cutting one background for one block. I stack my 4 pieces and try to cut, you know, my pieces all at one time to save how I'm cutting. So that's what I have stacked here. Is my stacks. These are my accents that are going to make the flying geese in the blocks. Got those here. Got 4 fabrics. And then the last 4. Wait a minute. I picked up too many. And then the last ones are going to be for my half square triangles that are going to be another accent. So I just wanted to show you how I pick my fabrics, and then I don't keep my fabrics per block all together before I start stacking them into stacks of the same kind of cut. I take a photo on my phone, and then I can just cut and not worry about what piece is going with what block. I just cut the pieces and put them in the stacks of what they are. And then when I get through, I go back and bag everything up by the block. Put everything that goes with one block in a baggie. And I just use little sandwich bags because these are, you know, little small pieces. And they're not a lot of pieces. Well, they are a lot of pieces, but there isn't a lot of big pieces. So a sandwich bag will hold everything. So I would just want to clarify how I cut for the 4-star general quilt that's going on. And then I also have the same thing here that I'm doing with my batiks. As you all know, I'm doing 2 different quilts. So I've got my lights, my stars, the accent to the stars, and then my half square triangles. That's the block that we're currently going to be working on next. So that's why that fabric was here. Okay. I see Lynette saying Amazon has one on sale. I got my yarn from Amazon. This right here is just, I've ordered me some more background fabrics. And this one is 4 3/8 yard. I might be getting rid of these. Because I'm not going to need them all. But I was just getting this, and it's hard to show what type of print this is, but it's a very light vine print. It's kind of like a white on cream background here. And then this one, I don't know why they don't name tone on tones. That drives me nuts. This one has like, it's like fern branches, not necessarily Christmas, but like fern branches, and it's like 5 yards. Those 2 I'm going to be getting rid of. That's what I should have been giving out. I could have gave some background fabric. Didn't even think about that. And then the last thing I want to just show you is fabric. First, I want to talk about the fact that I signed up for to do this Quilt Works poinsettia pattern. And I have double booked myself, okay? I have a quilt lecture tomorrow, and I also have a quilt lecture on, I think it's the 16th, which is the first day of this class. This is a 2.5-day class. Next Monday, we meet to cut our pieces for prep for sewing. So I guess I wasn't going to go to Monday's class because I was like, I could prep and cut myself, but maybe I do need to go to Monday's class next Tuesday's class on the 9th. The 9th is Tuesday. I need to go to that class so I can ask her if there's anything in particular of how to piece these that I should know about, because I'm going to have to start piecing mine at home, because on the 16th, I have another quilt lecture in Bourbon, Missouri. And I might get to that class about 1 o'clock. It starts at 9:30, and I think I'm just going to go at 1 o'clock and just sit and, see what people are doing, and then I'll know what it is that they're going to start doing the second day. And hopefully whatever it is that I'm going to see if she can tell me what they're going to do, what she's expecting you to have done on day one of the actual sewing part, because maybe I can try to get it done. I don't know how I'm going to do that, but I'll try my best to do what I can. So what I've done is, this is being held at Batiks Plus, which is a store that only sells Batiks fabrics. Mostly, they have a few K-Facets and stuff like that. They have a few other brands, but mostly they got warehouse shelving full of Batik fabrics. And I think it's all, I can't remember whose Batiks they sell. It ain't Robert Kaufman Batiks, I know that. I don't know if it's Timeless Treasures or somebody else, but it's not Robert Kaufman Batiks. That's Larissa saying she needs more background fabric. I'm trying to think who one. That was Nisima. I'll try to see if I can send you a picture of it and see if you're interested in those. I haven't gone through all of them. I got some more I got to go through, but I just opened those two up. So yeah, so what I've done is I did not want to buy any fabric because you all know that I had fabric that I bought from Hancock's of Paducah. I got other Batik fabrics here. I found all kinds of scraps here from Batiks that I misplaced or forgot I had. So I'm not trying to buy any fabric. So what I did was I went through my stash and I'm trying to pull my fabrics. And she has kits for everybody. And I really don't like kits when I'm in a class because everybody's stuff look alike, and then if something gets dropped, we don't know who piece belonged to who. So I wanted to show you all. Remember what Stephanie says, a whole Batik store? Yes, and you got access to the warehouse too. They sell Berninas up in the front, but they used to be online only for Batiks. All right, so I'm going to show you this. So this dark section here, this stem, and then this background, which I'm going to square off, that's what this fabric is going to be. So this is my print for that. Again, came from Hancock's. I wish I only got a yard of this, and I wish that I could have bought more. I see some of this on their website, but it looks all blue. I don't know if you all are picking up that it's got this purple in here and it's kind of got like a tealy blue in it. And the one that I see online is more like a medium blue only. Dark blue and a medium blue. But I love this fabric and I cannot find this fabric. And that's how come I know that they don't sell Robert Kaufman, because this is a Robert Kaufman Batik. And they don't sell Robert Kaufman Batiks. So this is one fabric that I'm using for the dark areas on this one right here. And then this right here is my A2 fabric. A2 is going to be this side. On this side of the leaf, you've got two fabrics over here. You've got two different fabrics over here. So this is on this side. That is my A2. And then the A3 fabric that's going with that is this fabric. So I've got these two fabrics making that leaf. Then on the other side here, where I need two more fabrics, I have picked this heart print. It's got teals and purples in it. And so then I picked this to go on that other side. And it's got a little green in it too. But I really have fun picking the fabrics for these. So I think I got this one. I just didn't turn them the right way. They're in the right order. I just didn't turn them down so I could see the tabs. So I basically was up in the middle of the night pulling fabric. Okay, last two pieces of fabric are right here. This point out here. And so this was the hardest fabric for me to pick. And I ended up picking for the background for the lighter coral color in here. That color back here, not the star points. I'm actually going to use a busy print. It's a little bit big, and so I felt like these flower wouldn't be a full flower when it was in the print, when it was cut out, but it'll be enough detail to pull the colors that I want to give contrast. It had to contrast with these two light prints over here. And so that was the problem that I was having. It had to be something that would be seen off of this purple and this white. And then the star points are going to be this. So I had fun picking my fabrics. Now I gotta press them, get them ready so I can cut on next Tuesday, because I don't want to go into class having to cut. Press, because if I'm not gonna be the only one, and they're not gonna have an ironing board for everybody individually. So that's what all of the fabrics out here are. So I've been picking fabrics. June says awesome colors. Missouri Star Quilt Company has a Batik store. Yep, I know. I've been there a couple of times. I've been in the Batik store quite a few times. Batiks Plus sells Hoffman and Valley Pops. Okay, thank you. And I knew it wasn't Kaufman. I knew it wasn't Robert Kaufman. I knew that. I just couldn't remember what brand it was, because I was like so disappointed. I'm like, oh man, I was just saying, oh, when I go, I'm going to go in there and I'm going to buy me some yardage of this fabric. I really like this fabric. Not going to happen. Don says that would be an awesome quilt. Beautiful colors. Thank you. Tiffany says, I think I have that pattern tee. Yes. I've been wanting to do some of these type of patterns. And it's not that I can't do it, because I can sit at home and read and do stuff. My problem is getting started and being motivated. And so taking a class will at least, you see, I pull fabrics, okay? If it wasn't for a class being next Tuesday, I wouldn't have even pulled fabric. So I'm just trying to get into a class to make me do something, because if I'm home, I'm going to be doing other stuff that needs to be done and not doing what I want to do or should be doing. So that blue, purple, and teal fabric looks familiar. I'll see if I have it. Then it's yours. Well, that'll be cool. I don't know. Like I said, this came from Hancock's when I got that mystery bundle thing, and it just happened to be in there. But when I went back to their website to order, what I see on their website does not have any green. It does not have any purple. It's just blue. It doesn't have all those other colors, and I'm scared to order it. And it's an old line that's been discontinued. So it's not like, I've looked at some of my online resources. I haven't checked them all out yet, but I did look at quiltshops.com and they didn't have it. So yeah. Thank you, Betsy and Mary, saying gorgeous fabric. Going to be pretty, says Vicky. That's going to be stunner, says Teresa. Yes, I hope that it all looks right, because I bet you I was up in the middle of the night about 3 hours just to pick these fabrics out, okay? It was like I wasn't going to sleep anyway, so I pulled fabric from 3 different sources to, because I didn't want to go into the closet that I've got blocked with rolly cards, because I didn't feel like pulling the rolly cards out. But any Batik fabrics I had out were fair game. So I had the Hancock Batiks. I had Batiks from doing a trip, from some of our shop hop trips. I had Batiks that I've had out for a couple years. So yeah, I was able to just pull. And then I had some of the Batiks. I didn't get many that had yardage when I went to the lady estate sale, because most of those were fat quarter Batiks. So I didn't get a whole lot of yardage, but I did look through that, but I wasn't able to use anything. So Susan T says, it's hard when you love a fabric and can't find more. Yes. But like I said, during the time that this fabric probably came out, I was truly on a no-buy spree. I think like the first 3 years that I retired, because I had just got the long arm, and then all the stuff that I bought that came with that long arm, I had stopped buying fabric, and then I had rewrapped all of my fabric, and I was frustrated with well, not all of it. I'm going to say about 75% of my fabric has been wrapped. That's what you all do. You all don't even see 75% of my fabric. And then I still got fabric in this closet, batiks, African, Asian, stripes. I'm trying to think what else. Stripes are in the closet that haven't been wrapped. My Christmas is stored somewhere else. My Halloween is stored somewhere else. So yeah, I got plenty of fabric. It's just a matter of getting to it at this point. So I try to keep like my main colors accessible to me at all times. And then I also keep my colors, my scraps in color as well to get to all the time. But love the hearts fabric. Yes, I'm hoping that this is going to look cute. It'll be different than everybody else's, that's for sure. Sue says, I think it was in the bundle I bought from Hancock's. The problem is finding it. She's just like me with this stuff. Yep. So yeah. I'm trying to figure out, I'm so far behind because my phone has slid back. I'm like, why am I holding up the pattern pack? But I think that's all I had to share today. I don't know if you all got any questions, something I forgot to mention or follow up on. Just let me know. I did give the lady the bags. She came and picked them up on Sunday. And she insisted on paying me something. And I was trying to tell her that they were just a gift, but she insisted and still put money in my mailbox anyway. Not money as if I was going to be selling them. And that's one of the reasons why I don't do crafting for sale, because people don't realize what stuff costs. But she was just trying to be nice. And so I appreciated that. That's why I don't know how people can be an Etsy seller and do crafts only. I guess people don't mind buying their product or something. But I can't see how you can make money selling stuff on Etsy. Not fabric stuff. Because people don't realize how much fabric costs. Show the fabric again, that blue one. That's Virgie. I've seen those patterns. They scare me. Yeah. And this is an easy one. This is like what they consider an introduction, because it's only 2 pattern pieces, like shape-wise. Well, I say 2 patterns, but you've got like the big leaf and then the small leaf, but you've got part 1 and part 2 of that leaf. So they consider this like an entry level to that, to quilt work patterns. But this is the fabric here. And I don't know how this is looking, because sometimes I show y'all stuff on here and you don't even see it. But there is also green in here. If you can see that green right off the teal on the edge of the screen, it's got green in it. But when I go look at what Hancock's of Paducah have, it looks all blue. And I'm scared to buy that because I don't want what I'm looking at. I can definitely see blue in this. The whole thing looks like this blue section right here when I go to Hancock's online. So I'm scared to buy it. I'm thinking it's another cut made from the same print in a different color. Thanks, Darlene says she sees the green and purple shades. So yes, it is. It is gorgeous. Katrina says, I sold the quilt side with French seam. I think that's what's called. Fits nice and snug, yeah. T, did you do a Halloween quilt this year? No. I did not do a Halloween quilt this year. I have not. Ever since I've gotten my long arm, I really have not decorated like I used to for seasonal stuff, because my long arm made me move stuff that was in its space, And then I had to move stuff. Everything is so tight and compacted that I just don't get any joy out of decorating anymore. When I used to decorate, my house used to look like a little country store where you had one or two of everything for sale. That's what it looked like. You were buying unique items. So I haven't really decorated in a long time. I put up like one or two Christmas quilts. I might decorate my bathroom walls just because it's small. It's a space. You can't see any other quilting stuff because that's all I don't have anything in there unless it's on the wall. There's no fabric and all of that kind of stuff. So, but yeah, I just have not been decorating like I used to. So no, I did not make a quilt. And that's why I haven't been buying like Christmas fabrics or any type of holiday stuff. I don't really buy that type of stuff. I got plenty of it. I've gone through my stuff and gotten rid of stuff that I just know I'm not going to use. And I still got more stuff that I could get rid of if I don't start using it someday soon, okay? And it's some gorgeous stuff I got, but I'm not using it. I don't know if comments are still coming up in that 8:05. Okay, yeah, we're okay. I'm just a minute ahead. Sometimes I feel like y'all are so far ahead of me. So hopefully you saw that thing. She says it looked like spools. Yes, it looks like apple cores. And shut up, Kevin. Don't you say nothing. If he's still in here. But it looks like it does. It just looks like apple core patterns is what it looks like. But that's not what they call it, though. Eric is a mess. Talking about, I heard get rid of stuff. Now he's saying hi. Because he's the Eric Older Fabric Notions, whatever you getting rid of foundation, right? So, yeah. I bought the Tessa pattern you were showing us. Nice for some of my favorite prints. I don't want to cut up so small. Yes, I think you are absolutely correct. But as I'm sewing on this, it's going to be so much waste when it's time to trim. I can't wait to trim this so I can see how much waste I'm going to have. I know it's a complicated pattern, but I just wish that there was some other way it could have been made that we didn't have to square it up at the end. I love Erica Jackman's designs though, and that's not the only one that I like either. Kevin says, see how she talked to me? Yeah, because you're bad. You're bad. See, he said it anyway. He's bad. Shout, not shoot. Haha, that's Tiffany. Virgie says, what address, Eric? My computer is going crazy. What did that come from? Did he say something? Oh, I don't know. I get so confused with this comment section, trying to keep up. Yeah. So that's it, guys. I don't have anything else to do. I do have something else to do. I need to go down here and pull a whole lecture that's tomorrow, okay? Tomorrow night, I got to travel. It's about a 2-hour ride, a little bit over 2-hour ride for me. So I'm trying to get into Columbia before rush hour traffic because I told you all I don't like driving in rush hour traffic. It's an evening program. So, yeah. And I think they booked me a room, but I think I'm going to come back home. I kind of hate evening programs and staying the night if I'm like 2 hours away from home. And that's because I have to unpack my car when I get to the hotel because I don't leave my quilts in my car like that. I've heard of too many horror stories where quilters' cars being broken into. And so I wouldn't feel comfortable leaving my quilts in the parking lot of a hotel. And And I don't feel like taking all of that stuff out. So if I don't want to take it out, I may as well just come on back home. So I think I'm going to drive back home and do that. So I cannot see. I'm going for my nightly walk now. Bye. Good night, Tiffany. Thank you so much for popping in. Virgie says he wants your stuff. Send it to him. You talking about your computer. My computer is going crazy. You asking Eric for the address. Patricia Mullen says, how am I ever going to finish my apple core quilt now? I told you Kevin was bad. I told you. Thanks, Kevin, for the vision. Now I won't look at an apple the same way. That's Eric Oda. See, he's bad. Y'all have a great night. Good night, Kathleen. Thank you for popping in here. For being with us. I don't know how long you've been here. Janet Mackerel says, be careful and stay safe on your trip and enjoy. Yes. So I'm hoping that I can go down here and pull these quilts. I'm going to have to pull almost every container because it's one of my jack of all trades quilt lecture where it's just basically just doing a trunk show of different techniques of quilting, applique, paper piecing, different types of quilting styles. And then all of my challenge quilts is also in that lecture. So they're kind of scattered throughout all of my programs. So I got to go pull all of this stuff. So yeah, it's not going to be a good night. And I'm so sleepy because of this eye. This eye is just lazy right now. So I'm just hoping tomorrow it'll be better. Kevin is bad. That's what makes him so good. Yeah, right. All right, guys. I'm going to end it here. You all stay safe, be blessed, and quilt out, everybody. See you Saturday for hopefully live sewing chat. If I have anything to sew. See you all.